As the team finally finished with the third trial, the last and final trial will commence soon enough. But you've been given time to relax, maybe in their mind, say your last goodbyes or whatnot. Uh, Beforehand, you were teleported here, a place of relaxation, a place of calm minds, and maybe discovering yourselves a little bit more or something else. Who knows what you'll do here? You have in world 2 months to decide, but outside of world, I don't know, maybe another game and a half. It really depends on what you guys decide to do or want to do. Before teleporting all the way here, one human, Dan, decided to say, yeah, I'm not going. I'm going to go on an adventure. Before anyone could say anything, he got on his Drake and flew off into the sky. The rest of the team got teleported here. Connor worried about his brother, but can't really go back without forcing everyone else to go back. Didn't want to be a party pooper. So he's reluctantly staying. You are now here in the Hot Springs Inn. After a few things here and there, the innkeeper delivered a few messages from D. I believe Micah also sent out a message towards Dan. Mickey Lou's air quotes roommate, air quotes neighbor, air quotes long life friend, air quotes on friend, is also joining as well. Becky has also been teleported here. Right now you're at the hot springs, but they did state that there were a variety of places you could go in this plane of paradise. And this is where you begin your next day. After waking up in your respective rooms, or maybe not respective rooms, since some of you did share, and this is where you now stand. Micah, Roger, Connor are all woken up first, eating breakfast. Micah, you did have something planned. I just don't remember what you said last week that we cut off before we continued.
I wanted to ask Connor, what are your feelings about Dan? Do you know where he went, or is he upset? And I also am dying to know if you have any insight on his haggard wife.
To be perfectly honest, I did not even know he was married, so that is news to me. I did think he said something about a girlfriend and was like trying to throw her at people. I don't believe it's a good relationship, but who am I to judge? I don't know it very well.
Has he gone with her on this trip?
It's possible. He just said he's going off on an adventure and then left. I don't know where he's going.
Do you feel his wholeheartedly into this quest, or do you think he has some suicidal tendencies?
Whoa, that got deep.
I think he's not fully cognitive of his mind or his actions. So I'm not sure if it's suicidal. I just believe it's more longing or desiring and not having the forethought to think ahead.
I truly like Dan very much. He seems to be very simple, but very honest. I do have an aversion to his rats, but I do like him. I am kind of worried about our next and last adventure, and believe we should take this time to rest, practice, and fortify each individual.
Likewise, the same. And thank you, Micah, for taking care of my brother for all this time. Based off of the team, I don't honestly think anyone else would. He notices D already sitting there and still says this because it is true. But he does look towards D. Welcome, D.
D's in, like, just a robe.
Ah, I'm gonna go into hot springs. Does everyone want to come?
D-
Not particularly this early.
This young body needs its refreshment in the morning.
D, I think you forgot. I have a problem with water.
What? Why? It's not like you're a vampire or anything.
It's only running water, though, right?
Yeah, hot springs generally would be fine in this current location.
Oh, okay.
If you visited a bathhouse, that's a situation. There is also a bathhouse in this area.
I pull out a mirror and compact mirror and look at myself.
See, look how beautiful my skin is. I had to keep it this young all the time. Oh, you know what they say? After 23, you start getting wrinkles. But so far, I don't see anything on myself.
I bet you don't see anything at all on me.
What?
I look up and my eyes are closed.
You're right. Weird.
Oh, so immaculately flawless skin. Mike is too pretty to not be on a romance cover novel. But I digress. I'm
On
sure
the
he
many
has.
I read, yes.
Yeah. But soon enough, Tempest and Becky do wake up. Maybe in the same room. Who's to say? I did drag Tempest into that room because I thought that would be the case. If it's not, you wake up in a different room. But you do wake up regardless. Oh, I guess Becky's taking the initiative. Becky, you're the first to wake, right beside Tempest.
Oh, sorry, I was talking with the wrong button. I was saying, Tempest, I bet you were just dreaming about walking down the stairs to get the Amazon package.
Yes, I was dreaming about going downstairs to get a package from the Amazon.
Oh,
Hello.
hello.
What did I miss? While
You
I was
missed
sleeping.
this. This bed is way too small for my muscles.
Your muscles are very
I had
large.
to basically do a sit-up the whole night. And now my neck hurts.
Oh no.
Obviously, Becky is a little spoon, and Tempest, you had to be the big spoon to hang on, or else you'd fall off the bed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's usually how it works.
So, Tempest, how is saving the world going?
You know, easier than I thought it would, actually.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you. Oh. I mean,
What?
good for you.
Yeah. I mean, Dee's doing nothing, and Dan's doing pretty, Dan things. And
Has
everyone
Dan,
else is just kind of carrying everyone else.
has Dan evolved yet?
Evolved?
Yeah, I always figured Dan was in the half stage of creature evolution. I learned about that in college recently.
Wow, you're so smart.
I have a C
A C in what?
in my classes.
Which class? Which classes are you taking?
I'm taking all of them.
Wow.
Well, I'm taking Math 1,
Ooh.
language skills, pre-language skills, and I'm also taking
Rudimentary?
intro to housekeeping,
Housekeeping.
because nobody taught me how to tie my shoes.
They teach you how to tie your shoes.
Well,
in
they say you
housekeeping?
have to start at kindergarten to get to college, so
Oh.
I've been really starting low, but
That's good. That's the way to do
I'm
it.
working
It's good
my
to do
way
it
up.
right.
yes.
Proud of you.
Thank you. How's Nikki Lou doing?
Oh,
Sorry, I just found some
forgot about
crackers in
her.
this chair.
She's actually doing pretty poorly. But I think she's making some personal growth. She's kind of starting to open up to the group and tell us about how she killed her husband. And
Did
I
that?
think she even told me that she was in love with her friend Mel, who might have a different name. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah,
Yeah.
things
Oh,
are
Mel.
happening, I guess.
Mary Ann? Yes, they've been living together in quotation marks for like
Ah.
30 years, ever since she killed. Everyone knows she killed her husband.
She's under the impression that no one knows.
Yeah, she came up to us and was like, "Oh no, they died," but every time she was just covered in blood. I was like, "Well, obviously." So it never really shocked the family.
Mm.
Well, it's really nice to see you after all this time.
Yeah.
I
I
hear they
missed
have
you.
snow baths here where you jump in snow.
Snow bath.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Causes so much shivering that gives you 2 days of workouts.
Wow. All at once?
In 2 days.
Does it make you lose weight too?
Yes. cut you down right before the lifting show. You do flexes and stuff in almost bare naked attire.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm confused by that last part, but otherwise I'm following.
Strictly professional.
Uh-huh.
While you're having this discussion about working out in a bath or a snow bath, technically, we find ourselves in Mickey Lou's room. Tempest, if you want to play Marianne, you're more than welcome to, if you'd like.
Oh, Mickey Lou, I'm so proud of you for trying to save the world. I'm sure you're doing a great job.
Really? And what happened to your Boston old lady accent that I really want to hear right now?
I mean, this one? Fuck that.
Yeah, that one.
You really want me to do that?
Well, I don't know about you, but you seem good.
You went silent.
I can't do this voice. I'm good. I hope you've been safe while you've been off, on your adventures.
I don't know how to say this, but ever since I've been gone, I've got this type of weird heart feeling thing. Not having you around.
Like palpitations?
Yeah,
like
I'm concerned.
chest pains?
Thinking about you.
About me?
But it's probably just anxiety.
Oh, that sounds right, yeah.
Well, I hear they've got good hot springs here. I'm probably gonna dip my toes in them. But
Just your toes?
well,
I've been hearing that you've been a little bit liberal with your clothing choices lately.
yes, it's because I've seen God himself, or the angels of God, and it was absolutely magnificent, Mary Lou.
Mickey Lou, I've told you that those don't really exist. It's just a thing people tell themselves to make themselves feel good. You remember that, right?
Well, they have to exist.
Do they though?
Well, if they don't exist, where'd my damn husbands go?
Well, I mean, there are other planes, of course,
Ugh.
but that doesn't mean that there are gods. It's not gods making all the choices and stuff for us. They're just,
Managers.
beings with a little bit more power than we have.
But if there are no managers, who's controlling the people?
I think the people are controlling people, but that's a good question.
That's too big of a thought, Mayor.
That is a very
I forgot what I usually call you, Marge. Mel.
No.
Mel,
Well,
shorthand for
I'm
Marianne.
probably gonna go out and get stuff. I will dip my toes in eventually, but they say I've gotten so powerful that water just repels off of my feet.
Wow. That's interesting.
It's
Are you
true.
sure it's
It's
not
why
like
I
a
haven't
fungus
bathed
or
this entire
something?
time. Wait, what?
Are you sure it's not like a fungus or something? That can happen.
A fungus on my feet?
Yeah.
She looks down, just boils.
Ugh. I mean, oh, yeah.
They're more like bunions.
Onions, right, sorry, wrong thing. Forgot the
Well, I'm
stereotype.
gonna go get food. I don't know about you, Mary, Mel.
I'm
What's her
really
name?
tired from my instantaneous travel. I'm gonna lay down.
Oh. Also, don't go over to that toilet. I've been sitting on it all night long.
Oh. Oh, is it morning?
I think that's
Yes.
fuck.
This morning.
Then I guess I'm done sleeping.
Oh.
I'm gonna go find some breakfast.
Let's awkwardly walk down this hallway then.
We thought we were parting ways, but we're going the same
Yeah.
direction.
Well, I'll tell you all the gossip.
Oh yeah, tell me.
Yeah.
By the
I
time... Go ahead.
I think gossip. Gossip.
Shock.
Somebody's son,
Intrigue.
Peppy, might be dating that one girl.
Oh yeah, they're definitely dating.
Oh my
Mhm.
god, I don't know how I feel about it.
That's progress.
I teleported.
I was purposely sitting here for Tempest and Becky to walk out.
Tempest and Becky teleported out a long time ago.
You got
What?
teleporting power. Uh-oh.
I
Wrong
already have
place.
tele-
Okay, then I'll knock it. Like, just knock into Mickey Lou,
Who though? What the?
and my robe falls off.
Ah, my secret.
Oh my
you
god.
I have like a very young, like perfectly cut body with like a disgusting old person head on it.
No, you found out my secret.
Oh my god.
I have a disgusting old person body with a beautiful face. I'm disgusting.
Is also wearing a
Not what
Speedo?
I saw. I saw
know
you disrespectfully throw that towel on the ground.
Oh, yeah, I did that, but that's just because I don't like the ground. Said mean things.
I look down, there's like a little mouth on it. You ugly.
See? Told you.
Watch out for this one, Mel. This one does drugs.
What? You do drugs. You
It's the
saw
one I
face.
was telling you about that I called the cops on multiple times.
Yeah, but then I just ended up doing drugs with the cops.
Excuse me.
Eh.
Excuse me.
Excuse you.
Hello, Doug. Excuse me. I throw Doug over here.
Bah, is all he says.
Good
Right?
morning.
I want to have a moment with the rooster, please.
Good morning, my friends.
Don't eat him. He's mine.
I have been studying my sheet that I have laminated, and one of my sheets says that I need to have a feather. Mm,
Like
a
for,
white feather. A white feather or the heart of a hen. And this is a rooster, so I'm just going to take some white feathers from the rooster.
Think
So
it's just a rooster.
Gotta pluck its tail feathers out and put them in my pocket.
while you're doing so, it's biting you in the hand. Well, pecking at your hand. Drawing
Stop
blood.
it! Stop it, damn rooster!
As soon as you're done plucking the feathers, it just like I forget what roosters caw at you, and then like goes back to sit down and eat its food.
I was literally attacked by a rooster once in my backyard. It was frightening. I went to go feed my horses, and the damn neighbor's rooster was in the backyard, and he attacked me with his claws. And then the cougar ate the rooster, so it's all okay. And this is a true story.
I've been attacked by roosters too. They do claw you up real good.
Oh, terrible.
I've never had the rooster that attacked me get payback though, so that's an interesting
I wasn't
story.
talking.
Becky, go ahead. Oh wait,
I
sorry,
was
Mickey
talking to
Lou.
myself in my brain. I've been pressing the wrong button of the my tongue. Because I drink a lot of alcohol. What I was saying. What's this? That's not a very intense story, Micah. This one time I was planting my petunias in the back garden, and when I dug those petunias into the ground, a mole came out and it bit me in the right nipple. When I went to get it up, a dog came and bit me in the hand. So I had to choose. Do I keep the do I keep the nipple, or do I keep the hand?
Well, we know you kept the hand,
So
but I'm
there
also
you
pretty sure you
go.
kept the nipple because we've seen that too.
Marianne turned that story like 7 times.
Oh, yes, that's a very old story.
Okay, you can continue, everybody.
Right, Connor says. Anyways, we do have time. I'm assuming where D went. He is off training somewhere, currently in the bath. But that does not mean we should not relax. We do have this time. From what I remember, the first person we spoke with at the temple gate, there are a variety of places we can go to. One is a offshore island location. One is a beach location. I believe she mentioned this when Tempest wanted to train where there was no one else. Another one is a localized bath area. From what I remember, there's also a tropical resort swimming location. There is also... Oh, wrong one. The city itself, that we can go if we need a few things here and there. That might prove useful, might not. But she also mentioned something about meeting new people, potentially, new faces. All depends on what we want to do.
Well, I do know that the next quest calls for 7 people. And we had a tough time finding 5 last time. So,
7.
maybe 7. That's a lot of people.
I only go places after I read the brochures.
It is more than we tend to have at any given time, isn't it?
Yes. And not only that, they need to be good people. And fighting people.
Mickey Lou, Tempest, Mickey Lou, Becky.
And we need to find these people so that we can train with them. Don't you think? We don't want to find them at the last minute and just drop them in.
But we could
Yeah.
drop them in and then say, it's just a joke.
Then we need to find Dan.
Huh? Who's Dan?
The fish
Dan.
person.
Oh,
Mickey
Fish
Lou.
Face.
Yeah, fish face.
I mean, my good friend Fish Face.
Yes, your very good friend, Fishface.
Uh-huh. I told you,
Con-
Marianne, these people love me.
right.
I can see that, dear.
Speaking of air quotes fish face.
Woo! He's
Damn
going to
it,
heaven.
Gilbert!
Oh my
No
goodness.
idea where you're heading
And
off to, so you
Barbarian.
tell me what are you doing.
Where are we?
You traveled not that long after everyone else disappeared, because you forget that, you know, people don't go with you when you're traveling. If you don't tell them to go with you. Right now, you are an hour away from your current location. You stopped after, I don't know, remembering that no one's following you. What are Dan's initial thoughts?
I'm wondering where everybody is. Hello?
I think Dan is lost.
Anybody around? Is anybody here?
Roll a perception
Anyone-
check
Crickets!
as of birds and crickets in the area
Chirp,
around.
Chirp, 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 chirp.
Gosh, the crickets here are very lively.
You find a whole bunch of crickets and birds, almost in a humanoid shape, just staring at you and like making all these sounds. You swear you hear one of the crickets just say, "I'm a cricket."
Wow. I'm a Dan. I don't know what that was, Gilbert.
Gilbert,
I'd like
flying in the
to,
air, looks towards you, shrugs.
I would like to cast my beast bond spell so I can know what Gilbert's thinking.
Casting your beast bond spell. Ba-ba-ba. I believe they have a intelligence score of 4 or less.
I don't think he's that smart. If he's smarter than that, I'll be happy if it fails.
He just eats. That's all he does is eat things, right?
Basically, he has an intelligence of 5.
Oh, damn. You're breaking up there, Gilbert. I don't know what you're saying. You sound pretty similar to you usually sound.
Yeah.
I'll follow you. I'm not kind of the leader kind of guy.
Gilbert shrugs. They go in to potentially try to eat the, I'm gonna say, crickets. Soon enough, those body of animals begin to like basically flow away to not be eaten by a giant creature. I'm gonna have Gilbert roll to see if they eat one. No, they move too fast.
Too slow. I'd like to throw a spear at him.
Okay. Roll a spear attack.
Where's-
DC to beat 15.
I've never. Never throws. Here we go. Sword on spear. There we go.
Yeah. With an 18, you definitely do hit one of them.
I got it.
You throw your
There
spear
you go,
at
boy.
one of the animals that are all flanking in the same exact area. Not flanking, sorry. Running parallel in the same exact area. You stab one and immediately all the animals like break apart as if by magic, and only a single person is in the forest. Pinned down to the ground because you just stabbed them.
Oh my god, Gilbert, something's really wrong with that bug. I think you should stay away. It looks diseased. I've seen Marianne's toes and they look similar to that thing.
Well,
I
not
don't-
this big.
Oh my god.
You do see a humanoid male with purple hair just pinned down to the ground because of your spear. They just look towards you on the ground while you're flying in the air. What's the matter with you?
1 sec. Wait, roll 20. Nothing. What's the matter with you? Who are you? Why do you have my spear?
Because you threw it in my back. He currently
I've never
removes it from his
hit
back.
anybody in the back with a spear.
That is clearly a lie, or else I shows spear in hand. I wouldn't have this in my hand.
You could throw it back. I bet I could catch it.
No. He tosses it to the
Okay.
side.
I bet Gilbert could catch it. Throw it at Gilbert. Never mind. I'll pick it up. I'd like to pick it back up.
You fly to the ground. Do you have Gilbert pick it up with his mouth, or do you like hop off and pick it up with your hand?
Oh, I have Gilbert pick it up.
Okay.
We're both on the ground now.
You're still towering over the man, but you are now on the ground. He just looks towards you. All right, look. Don't honestly care who you are, so long as you don't hurt the forest. Was watching over it since I
Are
saw
you? Ooh.
this weird non-native animal in the area and thought it'd attack. No. Instead, I
He's
have a
plenty native.
weirdo.
Yeah. Well. You look all right. Where am I?
He gestures towards his bleeding wound. I'm not. You're in
Are
the
you
evergreen
okay?
forest. No.
Are you dying?
I mean, no, but I'm not okay.
Then I'd show some decency. Gilbert almost killed a baby once because it had a nosebleed.
You're not smart, are you?
I'm dead.
Basically the answer I needed. All right, you don't seem like a threat, but you are threatening. What are you doing here?
I'm on an adventure.
Who? Are you lost? I can maybe direct you somewhere.
Oh, I'm just going wherever the adventure is. And so far, this is it. I've
So you're
already
just
stabbed
traveling.
one cricket.
No, that was me.
Yes. Gilbert's writing a book about me. It's going to be a children's book. Everyone will sing my name. It'll be pretty cool when it's done.
That's a wyvern and it doesn't have hands. It can't write.
Well, it's dragon-like.
A lot of dragons don't have hands.
Oh, that makes sense when you really think about it. I don't have good
You hear
hands
a-
for
you
writing.
hear a voice
but I
on the
think I could
wind
do my
saying-
best.
You hear a voice on the wind saying, "Actually, they do have hands. They're their wings.
Oh, whoa.
Giant webbed hands."
Web hand high five. I'd high five him
A
with my
small
web
fairy
hands.
is saying this, and Hugh like bats it away. You now know this man's name is Hugh. Like, yeah, I get it. I don't know everything about animals. Whatever. New to druid. Ding. Looks
Nice
towards
to
you,
meet you.
Dan.
I'm Dan. What happened to your shoulder?
Hugh, you stabbed it with your spear. That's what
I'd like to
happens
heal
when
it
you throw
with
your
my
spears.
Special magic attacks. I'd like to use an attack to heal his arm.
You like
I
to
call
what
them
now?
attacks, even though they don't do damage.
Wait, what?
I'd like to heal his arm. I call them attacks. I've never really got the ability to attack someone because I'm a coward. I just like calling it an attack because it feels like I'm going to do it. But I'd like to say it out loud when I do it. I got to just find whatever move it is.
Okay.
It's somewhere down here. I know I've got a healing move. Healing Spirit.
Yeah, I believe you summon
I
spirits
would like to
and
cast
anyone in the
Healing
area.
Spirit.
Yeah.
Yes. I would like to
Uh,
summon a small gopher appear in spirit. I would like to say attack his shoulder. Demonstrate my power.
A 3-foot tall gopher, prismatic in coloration, just goes in and bites into Hugh's shoulder. Truthfully, it's spirits that are healing it, but it's Dan. It looks vicious and it looks non-threatening and at the exact same time also just violent. For a split second, he is worried, but soon enough, his shoulder is healed and the gopher goes back on the ground and disappears.
My team describes me as violently useful or useless. But I work out weekly.
Okay. Sure. So you're a traveler with a team adventuring. Where's your team, I guess?
It's somewhere between 1 and 2 hands of people. And they're
Yeah, but
gone. I don't know. I think they went ahead.
2?
I turned around and they were gone. They disappeared. I'm
you-
assuming they died and turned to dust. They're fighting gods. I'm not having that. It's a little too much for me.
Do you have object permanence? And what are you talking about?
Oh, I'm fighting some things. They kind of look like Gilbert, but more womanly and less scaly. Kind of like me if I was a human, but his version of the flying type.
Harpies?
Yes, I'd like to say that. They
There are some in
they
the
have music.
mountains, if that's where your team are heading towards. They're like
Oh, I am looking
protecting
for
some sort of treasure. Yeah, that.
Oh, yes. See? There. Would you like to go acquire treasure with me?
Not really.
There's plenty of room in my picture book. You could fit at least 2 people on a page. That's what I'm thinking. 2-page picture book.
That just sounds like a photo with a bend in the middle.
Don't know what that is. Sounds
Okay.
fun.
Look, there are harpies in the mountain range. They're protecting some sort of treasure in the mountains. I don't know much about it. Again, just started this job recently. Dad got eaten up by something.
Oh.
Dangerous out here.
Oh. That's not good. What's the job?
I don't have a job for you. I'm just making sure you're not causing trouble in the forest.
Okay. I'm not fine. I'm fine. We're not causing trouble. We haven't killed many things yet.
Gilbert currently has a deer in mouth. That's fine. That's part of life, but that's still weird in this point of the conversation.
He's got to
All right.
practice.
I feel like if I leave you alone, you're going to cause more trouble than you're worth.
Oh, I'd like to purchase something. All humanoids sell objects. I want to buy some.
I mean, I can probably sell you a few things, but I don't have that much. I can direct you towards
Can
a
I buy
city.
your pants?
My what?
The pants. I collect pants.
That's not what I heard. Out of game. That's not what I heard. Back in game.
Oh.
No, I have this pair and a tunic.
Okay, never mind.
There's a town 10 minutes from here on your Drake or Dragon, whatever. Again, don't really know much about these things. I'm sure you can get there and find pants.
I will go there.
Dan, do you head to the city or do you head towards the harpy nest?
I head to the city.
Okay, more on Dan's adventure a little bit later.
And
Yeah.
that is when I had to choose my hand or my nipple.
Michaela, this is the 3rd time you've told this story,
Forgets old.
but you've told it 3 times in a row.
That's which one I chose.
The hand?
wrong.
Mickey Lou, as always, keeps changing it so she can always be right and everyone else wrong. But
Mickey Lou, do you own a dictionary?
Dixa who?
A dictionary, a thing that tells you the meaning of words.
I don't own anything written by a man.
Okay, I will get you one, and then I will have you look up the word contrarian.
Contrarian. To be constituted.
Sure. Let's
Right.
for now.
Concentration.
Contrarian.
also
Wait,
concerning.
okay, what were we doing here? We were trying
Deciding
to
on our
decide.
next moves. Depending on relaxing, going to different locations, perhaps going to the city nearby.
This beach look at this pamphlet.
Pamphlet! I have an idea!
Okay.
This is a resort for, like, people, right? So
Yes.
we find a bulletin board. We put up an ad saying, "Are you strong enough to save the world?" And we
Awesome.
hold auditions for people to join our group.
I like this idea.
A great idea. I'm not strong enough to save the world, but for some reason I'm doing it.
And
Yeah, we'll have to be
then
more selective.
We can go to the city and post it up on all the telephone poles.
Isn't this
Yeah,
a
exactly.
vacation? I'm going to the beach.
And then we go
That
to
way
the
we
beach.
can have a vacation and find more people to fight with us to replace Minky Lou.
Yes. And to maybe replace Dan, who may never come back.
Who's Dan?
I've already forgotten about Dan.
That's so
Who?
sad.
Oh, fish face.
And see if we can
Oh,
get
yeah.
some things that will force damage and radiate something, because I can't read my writing. And
Oh
Wow.
yeah, they're
it's resistant to elementals and necrotic damage, and
Oh.
some sort of silvered enchanted something.
Did that spear during the lamination?
so. Here's what I remember. We need our weapons silvered and/or blessed. This being is going to deal radiant damage, so if we can get resistances to radiant damage, that would be really useful. And it seems like it's at least vulnerable to force damage, while it might be sort of resistant to other types of damage.
This is what I was telling you, Marianne. Everyone's such a nerd. But they're my
So,
friends.
so what was resistant to elemental and necrotic damage? Us or them?
Them.
I think they are. Yeah, they're resistant to those. And they deal radiant damage, but
Mhm.
they can be hurt by force damage.
Mhm.
Did we hear about piercing?
Like in our tongue?
No, like, did we hear about piercing damage?
It was neither resistant or immune to it, so it probably still does damage, but not as effective as any other type of damage.
Okay.
So long as it's magical.
Aren't we supposed to be like having a break? This is the most I've ever worked. And now y'all are saying you want to go work?
You don't want to go shopping?
I hate shopping. I make all my clothes. I
Well,
was once in
explains
Dawn
so much.
Fashions Week.
One of the spas where the fish
I walked in
off
Dawn
the-
Fashions Week.
eat off all the boils off your feet?
They're not boils.
Pretty sure it's a fungus.
It is.
The fish will eat those.
But they give me,
That's true. You can add to their ecosystem.
no, they allow me to do weird things like walk on water and ceilings.
sure. You can say that. While you guys are discussing potentially what to do next, the attendant that attended you beforehand looks towards D. Is the water all right, sir? You seem to be surprisingly the only one in that area.
Oh no, I
you
think
say
Dee
nothing.
is drowned. Dee is drowned.
He
He's
has
drowned. Oh
D's
no.
muted.
Oh no.
What a loss.
Oh no.
I was
Should-
muted. No,
Oh,
I yelled back at
Oh
him.
no.
Yes.
Cannonball! I bounce on the water. I bounce
I'm
on the water.
looking so much more beautiful now. Look at how my wrinkles have faded away.
And I stand up, and my once pristine, perfectly cut body is now just completely wrinkly.
Ew.
That's
Right.
What do you
perfect.
mean
I'm
once
beautiful
pristine?
and young.
What do you mean once beautiful and pristine?
What?
What?
Did you miss
Ah.
that?
Did you
You've
miss
always
that,
looked like an old
Beppis?
dude.
No, not with his clothes off.
Beppis, you've always seen my head.
That was the moment
Yeah.
Memphis went down.
We've
to
seen
the
you with your
Amazon.
clothes off?
When she went down to get the Amazon
Did
package?
you go and go talk to the Amazonian?
Yes, it was the dream about the Amazon.
Wow.
I don't like
my
that.
my robe fell off, and I had like a perfectly cut, pristine body with just a old person's head on it.
Likely due to magic, but you'll never know.
Yep.
Ew.
The attendant does state, right, well, don't stay in there too long. There are other attendants to the south, so you can mingle so long as they don't put up barriers. There is a magic that will make sure that no one is, how should I say this politely in the term and manner most befitting? There will be
Boiled alive?
basically... No, there will basically be sensor bars in the area, so no one can see anything that they don't want to be seen.
Ow.
So I
What
didn't
about, like-
see his body. That's amazing.
Well, how do I get to the but where the other people are?
You can take this route and head further south, swimming there, or you can go back up the stairs and go back down them to the south of here.
Oh. You ready to see some professional swimming?
I'm just giving general advice, sir.
In like just like the ugliest swimming form ever.
Maybe take the stairs.
How'd you like my swimming?
Very good, sir. He continues to make his rounds.
Okay,
Uh,
everybody. I've got one question for you. What was your favorite part of this hotel? Quick question. Y'all wanted to leave it right away before we could do anything.
I've only been in this one corner of
That's
the
what I'm
hotel.
saying. Everyone has a work mentality and they're working for the band, but today you're working for me.
Okay.
And I'm Mickey Lou. Not a man. And that's Doug. Second in command.
Ma,
Is Doug a man?
Doug is Doug.
Mickey Lou.
Shut up.
Your rationale
I mean,
falls apart here.
Be quiet, my friend. Okay, everybody, after confessing to you that I murdered all my husbands, and I might... Close your ears, Marianne. I have feelings for Marianne.
I'm sorry, what? I didn't... Oh my!
Oh,
What
no.
kind of feelings?
I think maybe before we go out looking for people with paper, which requires a lot of sorting and paper cuts, we could first look here by relaxing in our nudes.
I feel conflicted.
You say this, and the attendant that is not back at his desk does state, you're more than welcome to chat with the rest of the visitors here, if you'd like. It doesn't have to be nude. Many of them do
Well,
wear
I'm just
bathing
trying to think.
suits.
Do I play into Mickey Lou, or do I do the thing that makes me feel more comfortable?
Potentially yourself?
Mickey
After all,
Lou, you do whatever you want. I'm going to stay in a lawn chair.
Okay, Marianne. But Joel, when I yell at you...
My feet are sore after walking from the bed to the bar, and
I get it.
yeah, I'm gonna sit down.
When I yell at you and I'm doing a cannonball, you gotta look at it, okay?
Oh, okay, I'll look.
Thank you. It's gonna be big. Biggest flash you've ever seen.
Well,
I'm
right.
going. My friends, y'all, I'm sure y'all follow me because we're best friends. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go to the pool to watch Mickey Lou jump in.
I walk across this water.
No. So you guys want to go shopping? Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
I would like to go shopping. I'd like to see what we have around us. I know we have 2 months to prepare,
Animal.
but I'm just on a high from drinking all that blood, and I just have to walk off some energy.
Ah, Cannonball, you're gonna sink my ship.
You look over and I'm like in a little itty bitty floating ship.
While you guys are discussing going to shopping, so that's Tempest, Micah, likely Connor, Roger's going somewhere else. Is Becky going shopping?
Becky's in with the hot tub, I guess.
Becky's in with the hot tub, I guess.
Well, I pressed the wrong button again to talk. I mean, Becky is going shopping, but she's
Okay.
going to be a little bit more quiet than usual because my
Alright.
brain is too complex to do 2 voices.
What do you mean?
Okay.
I can always do voices.
Well, while you guys head over towards the shopping area,
I'm gonna have this man run off the flyers.
yeah,
for
the man
Rosie.
brings out a few flyers for you because this is an all-encompassing, all-purpose area. You easily go to a Kinko's and have them printed out. If you don't have a Kinko's in your area, you do find a FedEx or something of that notion. Basically, a printing area.
Gosh, the names of businesses are really weird in this plane.
Yes. Well, I'm not there. But Becky could be like, yes, I hear FedEx and Kinko's have been branding across different universes.
Oh,
That's
they're
a corporate
expanding.
branding strategy.
Oh.
Yeah.
True. In the meantime, however, Dee found himself next to another attendant and hasn't barred anyone else from entering. She's in a nice, the best way I can describe it is Sunday best dress swimming attire. It honestly doesn't look like a bathing suit because of how fancy it is, but it is a bathing suit. Dee immediately begins to construct a boat, and Mickey Lou immediately capsizes it as soon as she cannonballs into the area.
No.
The woman looks towards both of you. Okay, I see why they told me about making this a personal bath. Feel free to join, I guess. You've already have.
No, actually,
Here, take these
this is
clothes.
our personal bath.
It's not. It's a shared bath. Have you ever been into a place like this? You're too young to know.
I know, but she's just so weird. I don't know. She's like,
Hey,
she's
you're
just
supposed
acting
to.
so weird.
You're supposed to spark small talk.
Okay.
Begin story. And that's
Ah.
when I had to choose the nipple or the hand.
Oh.
Guess which one I chose. As I'm
Neither.
sitting there without clothes.
Likely the nipple, since the hand could be grafted with magic.
See, look at this nipple. It's gone.
Oh.
Okay. So what
That's
brings
right.
you here?
We're just on vacation. I've
Oh.
been doing a lot of work.
Same.
At 99 years old.
She killed all of her husband.
I mean, who hasn't, dear?
I like this woman.
Hey.
So basically, we're just relaxing
I mean,
before
if
we
you-
go save the world.
Makes sense. Looks towards D. And if you aren't into men, wife, whichever.
Oh. I mean,
Ugh.
bro, who's not a murderer?
Right?
We're
Well,
the
depends on
heroes
who
of the
you're into.
world. We have to murder a lot of people. We've accidentally murdered a lot of people too.
I mean, who hasn't in this day and age?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
What is your name?
Celine.
It's
Celine
Dean.
what?
Delon. Celine Delon.
Celine. Sure. Delon.
Galon. Do you know a Bill?
Oh,
Uh,
come on.
Or a Tom? Tom
know-
DeLon?
I know of Tom.
Oh, Tom. Sorry. Continue. I'd
Right.
like to know more about you. How do you do the small talk? Can you
Oh,
help?
Yeah,
I'll play,
I've already been
I'll
working
play
on the
bad
small
cop,
talk.
you play good cop.
I mean, both of you are doing lovely small talk right now.
I could do small talk too. You guys are using too long of words. Small talk equals small. So, the.
Rooster.
O's.
8. What?
The.
What was that, Salon?
What?
Okay, good small talk.
8.
Yeah.
I'm just
Uh,
picturing
Human.
whose line is it anyway?
What?
Yeah, pretty much. Celine does state, right, well, good small talk. You did mention something about introducing myself. I am Celine. I assume you hail from the standard material plane of existence?
We do.
Oh, yeah. It's about to die.
Oh, shame. I've been seeing more and more souls going to the Shadowfell recently. I myself hail from the Shadowfell, a place between...
How is it?
Gray.
Is it shadowy?
Very much so.
So here's the question. People of the Shadowfell here at this place.
Not many.
Would
Just-
you call the Shadowfell hell or more like a purgatory?
Purgatory.
Okay, I can deal with that. Continue.
Sure. But I needed a rest after, having and keeping spirits, ascending or not ascending, depending on how they do. Basically, I'm what's known as a Revan, a spirit that comes back with unfinished business. Let's call it that.
Wow.
Currently
That
helping
seems like
out.
a pretty intense job.
It can be, which is why I'm currently retired to this current area. Yes.
Well, sorry for cutting you off. It's just kind of my personality.
That's quite all right.
I'm
Everyone's different.
curious. Like, once our plane dies, God forbid, if it did.
Well, it's not God forbid. God is the one willing it.
What?
know.
No, that's just blasphemy. Does that mean, will it stop there, or will it go to your place? Because probably would need somewhere to move.
You'll be dead.
I suppose if the entire humanoid life here dies, it would likely affect us as well,
Oh, damn.
since the spirits would need to be put back into the reincarnation cycle. It could be problematic for me.
Oh,
Fortunate, but true.
well, good news for you.
Wait, wouldn't it be good news? Like you
For
said your
your
job was
job.
stressful.
It'd be a
is
lot of extra
tiring.
work.
What? Don't you have to deal with spirits? What if you just ignored them? Like, Ethereal World's dead, just everyone's dead. Just forget about them. And no more dealing with spirits.
No, if they're ignored, potential harm could come to the realm. If not yours, mine. A lot of undeath would come about, and a lot of
Uh-oh.
undying things would be revived in your realm and get stronger in mine. I'd
Oh,
prefer
yeah,
that
that's
not
already
to
happening.
happen.
No, isn't that already happening?
If it is, not to a degree that I've taken notice.
Oh, and then everything's fine. We don't have to worry about the world being destroyed.
I do.
Well, it all
Just
depends.
like I have a garden and it's fall. How am I supposed to know if it's gonna be fine if I don't ever get to spring?
Oh, you do have a point.
Again,
Can you help with the garden?
No, I'm
No,
just
not
saying.
you. A new friend.
Shut up, my friend D.
Oh,
So Celine, what was your name again?
Celine.
Okay, Pauline. I've got 2 things. I'm currently hiring for a hitman squad.
wait, what? That
You're gonna have
escalated
to
quickly.
keep this quiet, so I guess you're part of the squad.
Yeah, I'm really good at keeping things quiet.
I've recently become acquainted with what I call friends. We're on a top
Okay.
secret mission to save the entire human realm. But I don't really want them to die, don't tell them that. So I'm hiring a hitman squad. It's a type of squad that sneaks in and doesn't look intimidating and then kind of does a stab in the back to the bad guy. Are you in? Are you out?
Roll persuasion. Did not think this is the first person you'd go with. That is not that good persuasion.
Hey, I need help here.
It depends on the rest of the team that you're
Okay.
putting together.
Rub my hands together.
What I'm saying
Do
is
some
this.
light stretch.
You're
stretches.
looking prettier than I am.
I'm
Which
not
is pretty
sincere.
easy to do. So we might need your talents.
Let me take this.
Okay.
Some say I'm
Go.
a master at communication, as you've seen from my previous word.
I
That was
stand up and
short.
cross my arms, looking all cool, even though I'm in the nude.
I don't. So many folds. I don't know where the arms are and where the folds end.
There is quite literal fog covering those areas, so I don't know why D's looking.
Anyways, so I don't want the world to end. Why? Because that seems like kind of
Bad?
yeah, that word, bad, right? And you don't want the world to end because then that's like a lot of work. Because then you have like not just like hundreds of thousands a day. You have like billions in an instant. I've just been like, hey, y'all, I have a lot of things I need to still do, and I'm like dead. So like, could you just like help me out? But then you'll be like, oh my God, there's so many of you. I know you need stuff to do because none of you were planning on dying, and then everyone just died. Well, what about,
Yeah.
hear me out, if we stopped that?
So you're, like Mickey Lou stated, bringing in a ragtag team of people?
Yeah, it's a ragtag team of people, of unsuspecting individuals who usually people would go, those guys aren't hanging out. But then we go in, cool, we've got shades on, we only wear black, and the only thing we walk out with is blood.
Yeah.
And the W.
Yeah. So they say that these type of groups take no L's.
We
So-
be bussin'.
We be straight bussin' for real, for real.
For real, no cap.
All right.
So what do you say? How about you let those dogs out?
Yeah, show me those dogs. Ruff, 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 ruff.
Tell you what. Find more people and I'll be happy to join. It'll be less work on my end, so
How about
benefiting
this?
me.
Who's the strongest person here? We'll beat them up with prison rules and get everyone on our side.
Yeah, I've already made a shank out of the wood from the boat that sank.
I've only been here 2 days, so I haven't really talked with a lot of people.
Are you it? Are you the
Over there, looks
person?
like a
I
cat.
show the wooden shank.
You're the strongest?
I don't think so. At least I don't know. There's a guy that's came the other day tending to a fire to the west of me, or there's a whole bunch of random people to the south. Maybe talk with one of them. Maybe they'll be able to figure out who's the strongest.
Mickey Lou, we need to go, but there's no time for clothes.
Wait, I know that, but I do have one more question. Do you have any clue what that skeleton over there used to be?
From myth of the current area, they tell me it's some demon lord that fell, and now they use their primal body and undying heart to heat up the hot water here.
Damn. That's pretty sweet. I lost the bet though. I told someone it was the remains of a dog.
You're a big dog.
Bye.
Bye. As you guys wander off towards the next person, Micah, you talk with the attendant to the north, and he does state, all right then, here are your 100 flyers, your 50 posters, and your 20 business cards. Anything else?
No, Donka.
All right. And you did mention going to the city itself for shopping and to distribute these out.
Si, senor.
All right. That's more than welcome to do so. All of you here heading that way, or are some of you heading in different directions?
I'm not sure about Mary Lou, and I think the chicken and the goat are staying here. Roger, are you going to come with us, or are you staying here?
Probably going somewhere else.
Do you want to go shopping?
I want to go to the beach.
Oh, okay. You go to the beach. I think it'll be just the. Connor, you coming with us?
Yes, although I do hesitate to have Roger just being left alone.
Why?
Loose cannon.
Okay.
But I will join you. And Roger says, I'll be fine. I won't potentially murder or kill anyone.
He says he won't kill anybody today.
Yes, but concerning that he had, that she had to state that.
I trust him.
Farragus. The attendant does state, very well then. They take out the silver bell as mentioned beforehand and does state, all right, there you'll be at a nice little kiosk. You can ask them of any current locations you may want to go to within the city grounds. Otherwise, you can go to a different location within this astral realm. Happy shopping. He rings the bell and you're all transported into the city. Well, those that are going.
Tempest, I think some of the places that would be good to put these flyers up would be the store, a gymnasium,
Whoa.
maybe a cemetery.
I think Tempest would like to put those up over there, next to that.
A cemetery? Why a cemetery?
Oh.
Because there could be some good undead people that might want to work. Like, that might have been where you would pick someone like me.
Huh. You
Do you
hang out in
think-
cemeteries? Not a lot of blood in cemeteries.
No, closer to the morgue, which is usually close to the cemetery.
Not wrong.
Keep that as our plan B.
Okay. A
We
bar?
should probably check
A bar.
the gyms.
The gyms.
The
Gym,
gyms.
Becky,
The
where do strong
guilds.
people like to go?
gyms and then guilds, and most importantly, and almost entirely true for every single city, the alleyway.
We don't want rowdy teens who are going to make fun of us.
No,
we
only
want strong
only
people who are going to help us save the world.
Only
the
strong
corner-
people hang out in alleyways.
In the corner of your eye, you do see an alleyway with 3 young teens, maybe 14 to 15 years old. One of them does carry a knife in their hand, like flicking it like a butterfly knife. Another one currently has a scar on their eye that they clearly drew on with makeup. And the other one just looks at you and spits on the ground.
See, I told
We
you,
don't want to get
teens.
involved with them.
Yeah.
I said teens.
Well, they're strong teens, my
know.
beautiful Tempest.
I know,
And
but I think they're wannabes.
it's true, but what happens in every single city is you go in there, they try to fight you, and you're like, no, and then someone strong shows up, beats them up, and then you're like, damn, this is the weirdest isekai ever, but it happens every single time. So it's just
We
rowdy
would be the
teens
we would be
attract
the-
strong people. It's in
we
their-
would be the strong people.
Oh, damn. Okay,
Yeah,
dang
we're
it.
the strong people in that scenario.
You're very right about that.
Possibly over by the boat. We could get some of those strong people coming in from other countries.
No, strong people are universally afraid of water.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah, I'm afraid of water sometimes. So
You're afraid of water? But Becky, you're fearless and amazing, and nothing can hurt you.
thank you, but I don't want to lie to you. I don't like water because I can't see in it, and it reminds me of my normal life, where I
Oh.
can't see in it.
Wow.
Connor does state, "Well, I'm not afraid of water. Deep water is terrifying a location to be in, so I understand where you're coming from, Becky."
There's crazy creatures out there. Sharks, bigger sharks, monster sharks, dragon sharks.
That's a lot of sharks.
True, and not just sharks as well, but there's also giant squids, krakens, very big fish.
Oh my god. Dans.
They all look like sharks.
The
Some of them.
mischievous Dan fish creature.
And spiders.
Potentially.
Water spiders.
Also potentially true.
my
While you're
God.
discussing things, what's the first
Underwater.
location you hit?
The bar in front of us.
Yeah, the bar is easy.
Okay. You go into the bar, and there stands a few people here and there. Of a variety of people, some humans, others not. You go to the bartender area, and there stands a quaint old man with already peppered hair. Not this big, but forgot that I removed the grid from this map. So they all come in big usually. Already peppered hair, looking towards both of you with his dark mustache. "Oh, welcome to the Crowan Inn. What'll be for tonight?"
Sir, we are not here to drink, though this looks like it would be a lovely establishment to drink in. We're here to put up some flyers, and we are searching for people that want to save the world.
People who could save the world. Do you know of anyone who seems like they could save the world?
Strong, righteous, handsome, like me.
I was just about to say, good sir. Well, there are adventuring types that come here during their off hours. I can only think of 3 right now that would meet all of your qualifications. There is one individual woman, human in form, but draconic in nature. They go by Silver. You can find them at the shopping district in the 3rd alley back west. There is another individual that is near the harbor port area that is currently in the city right now after taking a job overseas. They are known as Hawk. You can find him by the boats. I believe he is human as well, but the last one is not human. They themselves are, let's see here. From what I remember, they hail from a more snake-like heritage. Yang Ti, I believe, is what they are. They're a rowdy youth. Youth by, like, say, 23 years old.
Oh, gee.
Hanging about near alleyways.
Oh,
You were right. They do hang out at alleys.
I hung out in alleys. Well, I mean, I lived in alleys.
What is the snake man's name?
That's the one you go to first, really?
I didn't get his name.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
I did not state it yet. His name is Liam.
Liam.
Sure. I suppose you can extend it.
Liam!
Would that be with 2 E's?
Sure. He says.
Sure. Yes. I'm liking these names. They are much like the people in the books I read. Hawk. Target. Silver. Steed. Liam doesn't fit. Liam sounds like he has weak ankles.
And glasses.
And glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Not a strong name.
If it helps, his last name, from what I remember, is Silverquill.
Nope, that doesn't help at all.
Fair enough. Again, various people come from various places of existence, but you're more than welcome to put like 2 of those posters here of your wanted help, I suppose.
Thank you. You have
Yeah.
heard that the world is in trouble, right?
No, I mainly work at the resort, plane of existence. I haven't been to the material plane in about 10 years, give or take.
Okay. Well, trouble is aboard. Thank you so much for your help. Does anybody else have any questions for him?
Just, if you see someone who you see them and you think, wow, they look like they could save the world, just, give them one of those flyers and tell them to contact us.
My friend, I believe you already have the flyers.
Right,
Well,
no,
look
we're
for
giving you
others.
some to give out.
Of course.
Yeah.
Him more or less trying to build up your confidence, it threw back at him, going, no, we mean other people. Like, okay, you can not take the compliment, that's cool. Is how he's taking it. Of course. Right.
Oh, I get it. That was funny. Have I introduced you to my girlfriend Becky, who is amazing and beautiful and wonderful and very, very strong?
That's me. I've been looking at that dog over there, thinking about how it could look cool bench pressing that. What are you even thinking
Trusting a
about?
dog.
I suppose it depends on who you're trying to impress. He looks towards Tempest, and I believe she will be impressed. I'm sure.
I always impress Tempest because I love Tempest.
Becky is incredibly impressive.
He nods. He wasn't just trying to compliment you, Tempest. He was complimenting the team. But
Either
it's
way,
that
it
whole.
made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's more like clearly I sipped on something that is not appropriate, so he swayed away from the conversation that way and went to another one. Right then, give the flyers out to anyone that seems impressive. I'll let you know, but these are the people that I know of currently in town.
Thank you. Okay, let's head over to the boats and see if we can find Hawk.
I'm thinking of changing my name to Eagle Fang.
Eagle Fang.
Eagles don't have fangs, though.
Ugh.
But it could be really cool because you could be like the fang, like the one eagle with a fang.
Oh.
And you're intimidating and you're very, very scary and no one wants to mess with you because you have a
Bang.
fang.
I like to say eagles have one fang that also acts as a mouth. If you can
Sure.
prove me wrong,
That actually kind of works.
It is possible.
they use it because they peck into their prey's aorta artery and they slurp out the blood like a straw. It's how they hunt.
You discussed this while heading towards the harbor area. In the meantime, Hugh and Hugh Man Dan, probably should have changed his name, but already too late, head over towards the city.
Wow, this is a tall city.
Sure, I guess.
It's like a city for tall people. That's very cool. What am I doing here?
You said you wanted to shop for things.
Oh, I'd like to shop. I need Gilbert to stay here, though. He's dangerous.
Okay.
Okay, Gilbert, remember that all my role models I got in prison, so I'm going to tell you what they taught me. Sit here and only eat the special babies.
Gilbert nods, going for a dog that's being walked, and immediately gets whacked with the purse as the person walking it basically runs away.
Don't touch my dog.
Other Hugh,
He'll be fine.
I'm gonna change the name.
Who?
I'm gonna call him Greg.
Huge? Greg would work. Seems like a Greg.
Greg misspelled. because it's fantasy and I don't want to remember how Greg is spelled. Greg looks towards you. Right then. Where exactly do you need to shop? I don't know. Do you need like
I want diamond
potions?
dust. Diamond dust.
So a jeweler's?
Yeah, jewelers works.
Okay. Soon enough, you do find a jeweler shop. Entering inside, you do see a nice, pleasant-looking woman with another pleasant-looking man inside. The pleasant-looking man does look towards you with a nice suit. What are they called? Not monocle, but the ones where you look at jewels and things in the eye. Looks towards you. Hello, sir. Never seen you around these parts. What can I help you with?
Yes. I'm pretty sure you've seen someone like me.
Perhaps, but not you.
Who? Hugh? That's me.
So your name's Hugh. Pleased to meet you, sir.
Yes.
What can we do for you today?
You. I have got these 10 gems I stole a while ago and I made a necklace out of using fishing line and tackle that I found was very gorgeous trying to make a wife. And then she turned me away for another woman, which didn't scar me deeply. I'm just going to say, I'd like to know if any of these are diamonds. There's 10 of them. They're each worth 100 gold apiece, supposedly.
Terribly sorry to hear that, sir.
Well,
I suppose. Right. He looks towards the jewelry and he does state, 2 of these are diamonds and the other ones are rubies, sapphires, and emeralds.
oh boy. Ew, boy. I'd like to keep the 2 diamonds. Do you want to buy the other, whatever that is?
The 8 other jewels? I suppose so.
I'm not selling, but can you smash up my diamonds?
It would be at a price, but I suppose we can smash up your We do sell diamond dust as well, sir. But
Oh,
it would cost
dang.
you in
Are
itself.
diamonds rare?
Uh,
Well, how much does
I don't know if Dan
100
would pick
gold
it up.
worth of diamond dust cost?
About 100 gold.
Interesting proposition. How much do my 2 diamonds cost?
You said you weren't selling, sir, but we can smash them up for you for 10 gold per diamond.
So that's 10 gold per diamond. That's worth 100 gold each. So it's cheaper than buying the dust, you say.
Yes, technically.
Technically, much gold is that? 2 100 gold diamonds.
Greg looks
Smashed
towards you.
for 20 gold.
If you already have diamonds, it'd be cheaper to have them smashed. It all depends if you need those diamonds.
I don't know what a diamond is. I'll smash them up.
Okay. The jeweler does state, if that's what you prefer, sir. You would
Yes.
need tools for that. We do sell some of those. Or you can rent them for a nominal fee.
Interesting. I can buy the tools to smash them myself?
Or rent them.
What happens? When do I have to return them?
If you decide to rent them, it'd be... depends on how long you need them. We do rent up to a week, but by that point, you do need to return them.
Interesting. What if a dragon ate them?
Then I'm afraid I can't help you with that, and you would have to pay the nominal fee rather than a returning fee.
I will rent them for 1 week.
Very good, sir. That'll be 100 golds of deposit, as well as 15 gold for the rental fee.
100 gold deposit.
Yes, in case
Oh,
they are
never
destroyed.
mind. I don't want to rent these. I was gonna steal them, honestly, but see what you did there. I have changed my mind. I would like to pay you to smash 2 of my diamonds.
Greg like hits his head with his palm, and the jeweler does look towards you. Do you have the gold for this, sir?
I'm rich, yes. I also
Can
have a
I-
cursed crown worth 2,000 gold. King of the Rats used to wear it.
Can I see the
But
money?
I don't want to sell it. How much money is it to smash these things?
20 gold.
I'm a man with 10 jewels worth 1,000 gold. I've got plenty of money.
Are you going to pay?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was talking over you. How much do you want?
20 gold. 20 gold?
Yes, I will pay 20 gold.
Yeah. You give him 20
Here's
gold and
my
he does
20.
smash them up. You can tell the man was agitated after you told him I was going to rob you. But he does smash them up doing his job, and he does hand them back to you after you pay him 20 gold. Right then. Anything else, sir?
Thank you.
I can never rent
What is
to
a
you.
harpy?
Woman with wings on themselves, can fly, have like talon like feet, I believe. Greg nods at all of this.
That sounds nice.
Very
So she's
dangerous.
like a bird person.
More or less, yes. They are
She
very
angelic
territorial.
and have a horn.
I'm afraid I'm not an adventurer, sir. I really don't know. I just know the standard
If
stereotypes.
you want to be an adventurer, I'm going to kill a harpy.
Not really.
I'm gonna go take her in a cave alone and break her heart. I learned that from prison too. How to mess up dates.
Good luck with that, sir.
It's gonna work out well, I think. I'm gonna sprinkle gold dust on her. No, diamond dust. That's what that is. Never mind. Is there an armory in town that you recommend?
He thinks
Someone
about it
with
for a
armor.
second, and he goes, so long as you pay them and don't rob them, there is the Ironhide shop in town.
That's fine. Ironhide sounds great. I don't rob anybody if they're looking. I've never successfully robbed anybody.
It's the name of the store.
But Oh, Ironhide?
Yes.
That sounds fun.
The woman jeweler also comes about. She has like golden locked hair, but it is dusty, as in dirty blonde. Father, is everything all right? Yes, just dealing with the customer. The woman looks towards you, Hugh, Dan, and Greg. Pleased to meet you. You mentioned something about a blacksmith. While the Ironhide
Yes.
is a good blacksmith, there are also other variety of people as well. Is there a specific
Okay,
job you need done?
Yes. I am specifically looking for something to wear. I don't know what you people call it besides pants. But it can deflect magic.
I suppose you would need an enchanter for that. Not a blacksmith.
No. Not a blacksmith. Interesting. Are those expensive?
They can be if they don't already have the item made. But the best enchanter I know in town is known as Marigold. She runs a quaint little shop called the
How
Flower
old
Pot.
are they?
43, I think.
Okay, so still kind of fast. Craig, let's go to the flower shop.
Sure.
Why are
Greg
you
up-
here? Are you gonna kill a harpy?
No, I'm making sure you don't cause trouble in the city that I live in and the forest that I take care of. He basically
That
drives
makes
you out of the shop and like he apologizes to the jewelers. And then takes you to do you go to the blacksmith or do you go to the enchanter?
I'll go to the enchanter.
You go to the flower pot and there stands a 43-year-old woman. She seems to have dark, not umber hair, but it's definitely a red tinted tone. She is roughly 43 years old, as mentioned beforehand, and is an elf. Maybe half elf, based off the curve of the
Wow,
ears.
She looks fast. I don't think I could steal from you, ma'am.
I prefer you not to. At any rate,
I
what
would
can I...
like to, but I can't, so I'd like to buy some things.
At least you're honest. Greg in the background apologizing without saying the words. What can I help you with?
So I wear moss pants and leather armor. So I usually run away from fights and stay far away, but people always hit me with spells. I once myself cast a spell I didn't know I had on myself via frost, and it almost killed me. I'd like something that minimizes or reflects or deflects the damage from spellcasters.
Deflecting and reflecting are very hard to come by, but resistance
Ooh.
or trying to evade the attack altogether is possible, so long as you have the money.
Interesting. What do
Still robotic.
Oh,
Yeah.
Uh,
They go. Boop, 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 boop.
I don't. Close enough, though.
You know what? I bet you whatever was erasing the stuff on Megan's computer
The
is
virus
Oh
now.
my
has
gosh,
spread.
Megan infected a Dogma's
spreading.
computer.
Oh,
No. Campaign through
Hello.
text alone. Oh, yeah, you're better.
Oh wow, very
Hey.
Yeah,
good.
great.
don't know what happened.
Discord.
Lady asked, what can I help you with? You said, can I reflect, reduce damage? You said how much for a wind resistant thing? And she does state, depends. What kind of amount of money are we working with?
Well, I have recently acquired a large sum of money from a wealthy family member who passed away. And I could easily have it transferred with the addition of just a few more dollars. But I am curious, how does this work exactly? If it's just a vest, does it deflect wind from all around my body? Or absorb damage? Or only if I get hit in the vest?
Right. It sounds like you have more of an issue than just a wind. Tell you what. If you have looks towards you,
I'll be
Dan.
real with you. I'm trying to make an invincible dragon friend. Some people call him a drake because he doesn't have hands, but I think that's kind of mean since I too don't necessarily have perfect hands. I was probably gonna just staple it to his back. I need him to not be able to get hurt by wind, or at least absorb wind damage. He is my best friend after all.
Right. Don't staple it onto your creature's back. Tell you what, if you have 1,500 gold, I'll give you in transaction this cloak of displacer.
Whoa. Cloak of Displacer. How
Any
does it
attacks
work?
against you will be made at disadvantage until someone actually hits. Then it'll be negated, and then attacks will continue on as normal until the start of your next turn.
Interesting. I'll tell you what I can do. I've got 500 gold. I've also got 1,000 gold worth of gems. I didn't want to sell them to the other guy because I said I was going to steal his tool, and I thought he'd give me a bad deal. But I could give you $1,000 in gems just to praise from across the street. Greg could vouch for it because Greg lives here. And $500 in gold. And 3 copper.
Greg does not vouch for it, so Dan, roll deception with disadvantage. Tell you what. Keep some of those gems. I'll take 1,000 gold, and I'll get some of those gems. Let's say 3 of them.
Okay, I can do 3 gems. But I gotta be honest, I only have 930 gold.
You have any silver? I
But
will
I'm
take
gem
other
rich.
amounts.
I've got 187 copper and 170 silver.
I'll take 100 silver in addition.
Say take it all. I've always wanted to see somebody say I tend to take it all.
Sure, I'll take it
Say-
all.
Okay, you could have it all. And 3 gems, because I'm a nice guy.
Right. Do you make this transaction, Dan?
Yes.
Okay. The
Sounds
item
like
in
a good
question is a displacer cloak. Basically, any attacks against you, or if you put it on Gilbert, will have disadvantage until they actually hit the AC.
Okay.
Once that happens,
Cool.
attacks will be attacking you as normal until the start of your next round, in which case attacks against you have disadvantage again.
Okay.
She doesn't take the copper, but she basically takes the silver, the gold, and 3 of the gems. Right. Sure. You said something about harpies. I'm assuming you're going to their nest. Be careful for their
Yes.
hive leader. She's the strongest out of all of them. You might be able to outsmart the smaller harpies, but the bigger one is as intelligent as any human. Or any elf.
That's odd. I was expecting one lady. I recently had a sea hag on a date, and I used the power of friendship to get rid of her. By killing her, so I was hoping it'd go the same way. But, we'll see.
That is concerning that you think that's a date, but to each their own, I guess. Most sea hags are evil, so I'm not going to say anything. But still concerning.
Good luck. Hopefully the harpies don't get worse.
Sure.
I smile and walk away.
You walk away. Greg looks towards you. So are you leaving town, or are you heading somewhere else?
Oh, I'm leaving town. I'm gonna go prepare with Gilbert.
Where?
To the harpies.
Okay.
You wanna go?
Not really, but I was right in my evaluation of if I leave you alone, you will potentially destroy things.
Well, that's how adventures are written. Can't write a book without burning 500. That's what I was told. Most
Again.
memorable books are made that way.
Slaps his face with his own hands. Right, sure. Let's go ride an adventure or whatever.
Nice. We don't have to do anything. Gilbert will do the work.
That's not how that works. He says to potentially no one because you're probably not listening.
Nope.
But I digress. Soon enough, we are back with 2 of this squad. That is maybe bugging another person that is just here to rest and relax.
I would like to bust through this wall.
You basically just bust through a canopy wall without too much of an issue.
Ow.
Right.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey! There's no
welcome.
time to explain. Do you need to be shanked? Are you strong? I'm gonna
No,
do I
that's
need
not
to
how
shank
we do this.
you? Oh, okay. Put the shake
My
away.
name is Lou, and I'm getting together the biggest, baddest group of ragtag individuals for a secret mission nobody knows about to save the plains.
Yeah, so secret. We've only told every other person we've come across.
In this area.
Yeah.
But we're looking for strong people, and we want to know who's the strongest, baddest person in this entire hotel. We're gonna go beat him up and then lure in stronger people.
Yeah, I'm gonna shake them. Shake.
Interesting things of starting a conversation. Pleased to meet you. Norman, by the way.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Mickey Lou. Starts conversation, and that's when I had to choose the nipple or the hand.
I assume at that age the hand would be more preferable?
I chose the nipple.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, haven't fought anyone here. Honestly, I'm on a vacation.
Us too.
Bro.
Oh, right. Well, I know there are a few strong people that came in the other day. Perhaps one of them you might be able to tussle with. But honestly, I'm here just relaxing. Formerly, I was a soldier in the Underdark.
Start.
The Underdark. Basically, the material planes
Oh yeah, the
world
material plane's
underneath.
about to end.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. It's honestly why I'm basically retired and went to a vacation before anything happened.
Wow.
What age did you retire?
86.
God damn it. I'm 99 and I just started working. It's gonna be years until I retire.
I'm almost retired and I'm 23.
Well, you can always work and until you decide not to. It's entirely up to you. To be fair, my species lives on until 200 years. I
What
just
is
took
with that?
early retirement.
Every gosh damn species lives for at least 200 years, but us humans,
Yeah,
we
right.
barely make it to 65.
Yeah, why aren't there a species that dies in like 4 years that we get to laugh at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to hear that. I myself am a cleric, so depending on what kind of magical communication you have been granted a further extended life. To be perfectly
Yeah,
honest,
you
us
got-
Tabaxi live on till normal human standard lifespans, except for me, due to my own class features.
Look
Yeah,
at that. They call it normal human lifespan, like we're the low bar.
Psst. Hello.
It was nice to meet you, Norman.
Mickey,
But
hello.
we're looking for people. Wait, excuse me. I'm sorry. Where were they again?
Mickey, hello.
What?
Are we shanking this guy?
No, we ain't shaking nobody. We're establishing a hit group. It's the strongest hit group in
I
town.
know, but if someone can survive the shanking, then
I'm
they can
calling.
probably join the group.
I'm calling it because
Wow.
we're getting boys to man. We're calling it boys to man.
Ow. We're gonna have an intro or something?
No, we're gonna intro death by saving the entire plane because I don't want my friends to die.
No, I mean before we leave, right?
Yes.
One last thing. Hypothetically, would you survive the shankening?
I have lived most of my life in the Underdark, and I have been shankening, put up air quotes, a good amount of time in my life, so probably.
Could you kill a god?
Not without a team.
We've got the perfect team.
Yeah.
Me, Mickey Lou.
Well, I mean, there's other people too.
The rest of the team now.
There's other. Ignore that one. No, Norman. There's other people on the team. And
Right. Well, my last team, at the very least, had a cleric, a wizard, a warlock, a paladin, and a rogue. Do you at least have this type of group structure?
That
We
seems like
don't
a basic setup that would lead to success.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Yeah, we're mainly looking around in areas where people aren't wearing clothes, because that's where you gotta look.
Well, I am looks down at himself, wearing a towel around my waist.
We'll come back to you. Let's go.
Okay, we're off to find the strongest group of ragtag individuals in the world.
And spreading nudity while we do it.
We're doing it to show the strength.
Oh, wait.
Have fun.
There's a.
You
hole
two
in the
have a
wall over
wonderful day. Thank you very much, Norman.
here. Okay, no, let's take the hole in the wall. I mean, we made it. Might as well use it.
Crashed. Once more. He like helps you out by widening the hole you made a little bit wider so you can fit through without an issue.
Whoa, hey, deranged.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They say this old skull used to be a demon that died, that great demon lord, and now
What?
its life gives heat to these hot springs.
I think that's wrong. I think it's a dog.
Do you think? Wait a second, I got ideas.
Uh-huh.
What? That person was from the Underdark?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, it's so like. Have you ever been in a cave?
I've been in multiple caves.
Wow. Impressive. Anyway, back on point. If you ever like gone in a cave, but then like the cave kept going, and then you were like, I'm kind of bored of the cave because the cave all looks the same, so I'm
Yes.
gonna leave and not continue forwards. The Underdark is like where people were like, hey, what if I kept going forwards?
That's not cool. And that other girl dealt with spirit deaths, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I've got ideas brewing. Wait,
Yeah.
that's a group of ragtag individuals.
Are we shaking them?
Oh, we're seeing if they're strong.
Yeah. I thought
We're not
yeah.
actually shaking them. It's an intimidation factor.
Looking at them, you do see a woman roughly in her 20s, later 20s, halfling that is looking in his early 30s, give or take, and a half orc in their late 20s. They are all more or less bathing suit up, and they do have like gear around them that suggests adventurers. The halfling with red hair looks towards the half orc and he does state, all right then, gentlemen and women. As soon as we're done here, resting for a week, we'll be shoving off to our next adventure.
That adventure I heard, splash cannonball. If y'all are looking for adventure, I've got a gig for you. It's you versus the end of the world. That's it.
Yeah.
the
But I
half
bet
orc.
these guys aren't strong enough to have that kind of adventure.
I
They're
bet you
probably
they're
going on
not.
an adventure to like go buy some groceries. Right?
The halfling does state, not at all. The half orc does state, really depends on if we can do it or not. Don't really know. Thomas's father does need us to be back with the gem heart by 5 o'clock. Thomas, which is the halfling, looks towards the half orc and like shushes him. The woman that is with them also like covers her face in kind of shame. Mickey, Lou, and Dee, go ahead and roll insights. Mickey and Lou, these look like adventuring types. You know the type.
Horrible adventuring
with
types I
gear.
see.
Mm-hmm. Dee, these guys are posers.
Oh my god. Look at this one. This one doesn't even look like he could take a stabbing.
You know.
Shankening?
Don't
To be
shake
fair, they are level
Listening.
2 characters, but they are not strong enough to help at all.
Hey, you.
that. Yes.
No, not you.
Yeah. The
This guy.
halfling Thomas looks towards you. Yeah. We can take on a
I'm gonna
job, no
ask you a-
problem.
I'm gonna ask you a simple question. You have to be smart to be able to slay a god. Answer this math.
I hold up a sign, and it's 1 + 1.
What is it?
Oh, that's easily 11.
Shit.
And I like look at the sign again, and it's changed to 10 + 1.
He's smart, Mickey Lou. They might be able to kill a god.
Thinking the same thing. Let me give them a test. Start story. So now you have to choose the nipple or the hand. Which one do you choose?
The half orc looks towards you. Trick question. You try to save both?
Wrong. Next.
Okay. The woman does whisper in your ear, making Lou, look, I'm their bodyguard and supposed to make sure they don't die. I don't think they're going to help you with whatever thing you guys need.
Sir, next.
We're
Okay.
killing god. Literal gods. Literal gods. We're
Come
killing gods.
disgusted. But
Uh,
do we? And out.
Also, you guys aren't naked enough.
So empty. We've been searching high and low and haven't
look.
found anybody.
I have a question.
What?
If you were super strong, where would you go here?
Oh my god. The bathroom?
After the bathroom.
I don't know. I'm so frustrated. I pick up this rock and I throw it at that skeleton over there.
I'm holding up actual signs with red arrows pointing at the skull.
Where would you go? Make it know. If you were strong. Anywhere. Anywhere that would be cool to go inside.
The signs start to
two.
blink.
Yeah.
This to that, the demon lord.
Yay! We did it!
Gosh, god damn it! Wait, I don't mean that, my lord.
What?
I said in Lord's name in vain.
Oh, Mom's name in vain?
Huh?
What?
Well,
do you guys head towards the skull?
Yeah.
Okay.
jump,
Uh,
jump, jump.
You head over
Okay.
there. In the meantime, and this is likely going to be the last encounter for this session.
Yeah.
My voice.
Becky,
Same.
Tempest, Connor, and Micah all head over towards the harbor area, asking around to see if there is a man named Hawk that you can speak with. Soon enough, you do find someone. You tap him on the shoulder, and one of you says, excuse me, are you Hawk? And there stands a very...
I would like to point out that we say it much cooler than that. I slide up to him, just
Yes.
kind of like looking like I'm not paying attention. I go, I do a little head backwards nod thing. You Hawk.
And a man you've seen beforehand does arrive. It's the same man that Dan keeps messing with at
Oh my god. It's
Isle.
Hawk. Well, hello,
Uh,
Hawk. It's
He's a
Eagle.
merchant in that city. Looking towards you when you say you Hawk, he turns it back and he goes, "Oh, well, all of you. Yes, I am he and he is I. Pleasure to all see you again. Where's your fish friend? Dan, was it?"
Oh, our fish friend? He's We don't know. We lost him.
Ah, shame. But yes.
Usually
Hawk.
shows up though.
Glad for it. But what can
Sorry,
I do for
do
you?
you all know each other?
Yeah, this is Hawk. I've bought food from him before. Oh wait, a sword. I've bought strength machines from him.
Oh.
I believe it was an axe.
It was an axe.
Yeah. But I'll bring you back to the map he's
Hey, you
from.
missed.
Bup.
Was I actually here?
You were, because your token's
I
right
think
there.
See your token.
Huh.
Look, yeah,
This is
see,
where I
and
got
that's where I
poison.
got poisoned. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And
Those that I
Violet
put in
kind of
hot
looks like
dogs.
Michael Jackson. You look kind of squinty.
A
Yeah,
little bit, yeah.
real squinted.
But what brings you here? I guess tracking me down.
We will be given your name by a very reliable individual. Do you remember our quest?
Yes, you were hunting down Celestials or something like that.
Know that the other world is in trouble, right?
Yes, which is why I took a position here.
Well, we've been hired to defend the world.
Congratulations. I've been retired for over 5 years now, so my better days are behind me.
So you have some experience in defending the world?
Well, I mean, not the whole world. The last time I protected a kingdom was when a demon lord was shaking it down. But me and a few cohorts managed to save the day. Half my team died that day.
Oh, we have had no deaths, and we've taken on many, many adventures.
Yeah, no deaths. Definitely none.
Says no voice in the background, but someone's voice in the background. Splendid. But yes, after so much loss of life in my team, we split apart. So, got into retirement, became a merchant. Met all of you, I suppose.
Must have been very tragic for you.
Still is, but we get by.
Do you miss the action?
Oh, very much so.
Why not just join us for the one go?
Micah,
At
go
least,
ahead.
at least train with us.
Micah, go ahead and roll persuasion. I'll give you advantage because you're playing at its heartstrings. You don't need advantage because you rolled a 24.
Nice.
I am honestly very down, as the kids say, to clown. Do they still say that?
I think
I
they
haven't
say
hit it, but
bussin'
I'm.
nowadays.
I wouldn't know. I avoid teens. They're scary.
Yes. Last I heard, they do something called dabbing. It sounds like stabbing. I don't know if they do it anymore,
Yeah, that sounds violent. No, thank you.
but I'd be happy to join.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, we are so excited. Well, we are on a small recruiting trip, and then we are over at the resort. We can arrange room for you there, and
Splendid.
pay for your expenses there while you train with us.
But only if you join the team. We're not going to pay for his expenses if he doesn't join, right?
Right.
Okay.
He would have to be picked. You know, if he's lost his technique in the last 5 years, then
That is true. I do need to train, so would gladly take up your offer. And if I don't get picked, I'll pay for my own room and board. Lux Torch Tempest, if that is all right with you.
Yeah, it's just, then we'd end up paying for literally everybody we talked to. And
I understand.
It's not a sound business plan, right, Becky? Becky knows about business.
Oh, I love business.
Looks towards Becky. Oh, you're a merchant as well, then.
I wouldn't say I'm a merchant I would say more I am
She
The
sells a lifestyle.
I sell I sell a lifestyle. It's a choice, and what I do is I find other merchants that sell things, and they work up in this system. It's a tiered system of hierarchy. We start with bronze, silver, gold, and platinum status. Every month they send me money, and they work up their tiers, and they have people work underneath them, so that they can be their own boss.
Oh, like
And
the
I kinda
strongest
just, like,
workforce structure in the world. A pyramid.
Yes, it looks just like a pyramid when drawn out.
Ah, glad to see I have such a reliable, intelligent business partner already in the team.
I make a lot of money.
He
I have an
nods.
infinite amount of money.
Connor does state, right, well, you'll be joining us for training then. Yes, indeed. Just let me get my things and I'll be teleporting towards, which location? And it would be the Snow Hot Springs Inn.
The Snow Hot Springs Inn.
No hot springs, Mickey.
Right. He begins to leave and he does wave goodbye. Connor then states, right, well, you got one of them. Should we, I don't know, go in a different location or find the other two the bartender told us about?
Yes, I believe we should search them out.
All right.
At least the one. Maybe not the teen. He sounds bad.
So Silver then?
Yes, let's go for silver.
All right. You begin to walk into the areas where I mentioned beforehand, and it is the shopping district. There you find a very lovely looking woman. She is dressed in fine, how do you do kind of clothing. It's definitely not martial clothing. It's definitely not an adventurer's gear. It is a very nice silver gown with feathered headdress. If you had to guess, doesn't look like an adventurer, or not adventuring for quite some time, but there is a sharp presence behind the eyes, something piercing and menacing. It could just be someone with sharp eyes, or there could be more than what's on the surface. But to find out, we'll find out next time as we end the session for today.